playing the game of football. They love playing with each other, and they also love winning. And so we got great leaders on this team, and we got guys who genuinely love to play the game of football.
This is the ODU Coaches Show on News 3.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome inside the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. Ricky, Rahne, Mark Davis. Coach, thanks a lot for being with us.
Yep.
Hey, great game last night for you guys. And I guess the first question is, are you going to lobby to play all your game on Thursday nights after Georgia Southern last year, Troy this year? I mean, looking pretty good when you guys hit the lights there.
No, I mean, yeah, but I think it keeps it special. It keeps it new and fresh. I think that's one of the reasons why, we go out there and play so well. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a long day. It's a long day. I mean, there's no football to watch. You're watching, Ancient Aliens and Judge Judy and everything. It's that part's a bad deal. But no, the guys come out. They really responded well, and proud of the effort we made in all three phases.
Well, hey, what a day to celebrate your program. Sports Center there in the afternoon. You guys play great in the evening. So what a day for ODU football.
I thought our fans, I was really proud of our fans and our university for showing out. My wife made about 422 signs to pass around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it was great. And I just thought that everybody just responded, really well. And I thought it showed really well on Sports Center. And we were able to show what 757 and the university is all about, which is great.
You got to eat some food, too, on live television. Is that a first for you?
Yeah, that was unexpected. There's nothing like eating a burger in a suit.
Yeah.
Like, as you can tell, this is how I normally dress, and I like my clothes a little loose. And my wife has me in the suits, and they're a little tight, and then like you're eating a burger and doing that, so it's not really conducive to that. I had to really lean over the table because I did not want to get it dirty and whatnot.
Well, if your new superstition is eating a burger in a suit, it worked because the defensive effort last night. Let's talk about that. 9 sacks, 138 yards allowed, both school records. 2 turnovers forced, first shutout since 2017. The best was on display last night from that unit.
I thought we played so dominant at the line of scrimmage, whether it was the linebackers, safety splitzing, defensive line, obviously. We played so dominant at the line of scrimmage. And the secondary played great, don't get me wrong. They played fantastic. But we were so dominant at the line of scrimmage that, it was a joy to watch. And we just did it a bunch of different ways. We did a 4-man rush, we did a 3-man rush, we did blitzing 7, we did, blitzing 5. It was that was a really, really dominating performance.
Well, if those guys do their job on the line of scrimmage, that makes the secondary's job easier, right?
Yeah, and we knew we had to win the line of scrimmage. One of our stats that we knew was going to be a key stat was going to be the rushing battle, and we won that by 325 yards. So
it's not bad.
Yeah, we had 351 yards rushing. They had 26.
Yeah.
The next stat was the sack battle.
You did okay there, too.
Yeah, we had 9. They had 1, which I don't even remember the one.
I don't remember the one either, but I only know because
tell me that we had one.
Yeah, Eric Bohannon's stellar stat sheet told me.
Yeah,
no, right.
Ebo's right, always.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then our last one was the third down, which we weren't great on third down offensively. We were 33%. Didn't feel that way on the field.
Right.
I think it's because we were so good on first and second down that we were getting a lot of first downs that way.
Right.
But they were only at 18% on third down, which is just awesome.
So that goes back and speaks to your defense.
Yeah. I mean, they were fantastic, and they played so well. Shout out to Coach Seiler and the rest of the defensive coaches. But I was really proud of how those guys played.
Yeah, first shutout since Charlotte in 2017. Great defensive effort. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, they turned your defensive effort into points. Let's talk about those 2 turnovers. Fumble on Troy's first play from scrimmage that you guys recovered. Then the interception in the third. You guys scored touchdowns on both of those. So good job on capitalizing there by your team.
Yeah, it bailed me out. I went for it on fourth down. We didn't get it.
Both times, right?
Yeah, it bailed me out and got turnovers.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
I to be very honest, I would go for those fourth downs again.
Yeah.
I think that they both were warranted. The one down deep, you're going to go for that one a lot because, scoring a touchdown would put you up at the time, was going to put us up 4 scores.
Absolutely.
So where a field goal was only going to keep it a 3-score game.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the reasons why we did that. So, But no, it was great. The guys played really well and created turnovers, and I think on all 3 phases we did great. I mean, we set a yardage mark for the 3rd time this season.
Right? Yeah.
Right. So we have now the 1, 2, and 3 all time, and which is pretty special.
Still 2 games to go too.
Yeah.
No pressure. Well, and you talk about those 4th downs. How much of that is gut instinct, and how much of that is analytics?
For me, it's gut instinct in terms of I do the analytics before the year and during the week.
Sure.
But I'm not one of those guys who keeps a book and does those sort of things, because I just think that the book can't tell you what the wind is about.
The human element.
Yeah, the book can't tell you a lot of different things. So, I know my team, I trust my team, I know my coaches, and so, I'm going to trust my instincts on that.
We've talked about a number of different running backs that have stepped up for you guys this year. Devin, the guy last night, 145 yards, and we talked about that rushing, discrepancy there, 351 to 26 that you guys won. Just Devin's performance last night really was able to spur you guys.
Man, I thought he played really well. He was able to keep his shoulders square. He's able to hit the holes and find them. He broke quite a few tackles.
Yes.
And everyone says he can't do that because he's not the biggest cat in the world, but he's very powerful, and he did a nice job. And then to be able to get Traquan loose on a long one again, I thought that was something that we really needed. And then Bull played really well too. I mean, Bull almost scored on one for a long one. I thought he did a really nice job of staying patient and doing some things. And he had a tremendous play on kickoff where he slipped, fell, and still made the tackle, which was awesome.
You like to see that effort, no doubt at all. So, great showing there. Hey, Coach Franklin on the sidelines. It was probably nice to see him. What did it mean for you to have him there? You said after the game, hey, we're friends. Everyone sees him as Coach Franklin, but we're friends. What did it mean to have him on the sideline rooting you guys on?
Yeah, so for me, it's a little bit different. I worked for him really for 11 years because I was with him at Kansas State for 2, and Vanderbilt for 3, and then Penn State for 6. I mean, he's the godfather to to Jake, my youngest child. Yeah. Right? That big St. Bernard that I have. Yeah. He gave that to me.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what to everybody else, I know he's and he should be. He's an iconic presence in college football and all those sort of things. But, yeah, he's my friend. Yeah. I mean, and I think that's one of the things that sometimes people miss in this thing is, we're still humans, right?
Absolutely.
Like, and he's, and everyone I think was like, oh, well, I can't believe he showed up and was on this. I was like, I had 4 other friends there.
Yeah.
And no one says anything about them, and it's, I think he deserves
it. Just like close himself in his house? No, go watch football.
And rightfully, more importantly, I think he's rightfully is allowed to go out and live, and because guess what? When is he going to get that chance again?
Right.
I mean, he hopefully never gets this opportunity ever again.
Right.
And so I think it was awesome, and I loved having him here, and loved being able to talk with him after the game on some things, and it was awesome.
Wait, Thursday night games too. I mean, that gives you a couple extra days to prepare for Georgia Southern. How will you guys spend these extra couple days between the Thursday game and the Saturday game?
We'll recruit as coaches. We have a lot of recruiting to get done. The coaches will have Saturday off. Need to spend some time with their family.
Absolutely.
Go golf, do whatever you got to do.
Sure.
But I gave the players off both Friday and Saturday. I think they deserved it. We worked them really hard during the bye week, probably harder than most people do, but I think it ended up obviously getting us a big win, and so I think they deserve that time off.
No doubt at all. And plenty of great plays from last night's win. We're going to break down a few of those with Coach when the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show continues right after this.
Going for it all, Joseph has Trey Brown out there. Brown makes the catch at the 13. Holy smokes! Draped by Trojan defenders. Bounds says, not this time, Troy. Steps back to throw, throws it up for grabs down the middle. Pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by the Monarchs. There's Nikendre Steiger.
Ted Alexander calling that lopsided win last night. 94.1, the Old Dominion Sports Radio Network. Back now inside here with the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. And Coach Rahne, plenty of good plays to break down from last night. And obviously, let's start with your defense because we've been talking about them. Take a look here. This sack was just a microcosm of how your evening went. all the pressure. You were talking about the line of scrimmage. The guys burst through there, and I don't think the quarterback had even finished his drop.
No, I think this was it was a great call. You know, we had 7 guys up. Obviously, they only have 6 blockers, so they can't block them all. But you know, 3 guys got through.
Yeah,
so they should have had those guys blocked.
Noted, right?
So I think they did a really nice job is they executed that blitz perfectly. I mean, there were some guys they took exact right paths and those sort of things. And I just thought that if you watch, you know, Jackson makes the running back slip. You know, Colbreth keeps it tight.
Yep.
You know, and then obviously Chris is there, and you know, it was awesome. I think that we did a nice job of mixing up 7-man rush. You know, 6-man rush, 5-man rush, 4-man rush, 3-man rush. We did it all, and it really put them, you know, kind of in a blender there.
And again, 138 total yards allowed last night for you guys. Simply incredible, along with the 9 sacks. That was just one of them. So what a defensive effort. Offensive side of the ball now. This is Colton Joseph's 2nd touchdown. That looked like a read option of some sort. Maybe it was not, but then he takes it 25 yards to the house.
No, he did a nice job. You know, we'll do a little bit of everything. Nice Stowe Angel there.
Great stuff.
But I think, you know, we do a little of everything. You know, we'll read the defensive end. We'll read defensive end opposite. Right there, we're reading the linebacker. You know, he made a nice play, and you know, I thought that was a great play call by Coach. You know, it's one of those things that in the headset, you know, Coach can talk to the guys now before 15 seconds. So before the play, he was like, all right, hey, expect this guy to blitz. You're reading him, blah, blah, blah. And then he just read him perfectly. And then there you see the issue. And then obviously with that kind of talent, that kind of speed, you know, it works out pretty darn well. We
have seen it week in and week out how he can impact a game with both his arm and his leg.
Yeah.
What a weapon for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has, you know, we have, I think 20 touchdowns rushing and 20 touchdowns passing now.
Yeah.
We're able to be, not him individually, but you know, we're able to be pretty diverse, and that makes it hard to defend.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, we've had games where we've had 300 yards passing, we've had games where we've had 300 yards rushing, and that as a defensive coach, that's kind of a scary thought.
Well, and speaking of rushing, and we talked about Devin Roche a little bit earlier in the program. He had a nice one a little bit before this in the 3rd quarter, and you were talking about him breaking tackles. Bam, right there he does, and he is off to the races, gets down into the red zone. Yeah,
it's a great job, and then right here, just having the ball tight and chinning it there at the end, because, you know, a lot of times those plays will be great, and then all of a sudden, you know, remember like George Teague in the 1992 Sugar Bowl, right? And getting that strip of Lamar Thomas, like that can happen. And I think that this is just awesome. And if you just watch him right here, look at that. I mean, that's awesome. And that's a lot of credit to Coach Snodgrass and our strength staff. Getting Devin is a very, very powerful young man. And that was huge. I was proud of him. I thought he did a really, really nice job in, you know, punt returning as well.
Yep.
I think he made the one mistake, but other than that, he did a great job there. And so, you know, this is just a great overall play.
It's one thing to break those tackles in practice, and like you said, you know, when it's set up, it's another thing, I would imagine, to do it in a game where it's kind of live action and you don't exactly know where the guys are coming from.
No, I mean, you got to run with conviction. You got to run as if you're going to break those tackles all the time. And if you watch them, he exploded through that hole and he hit it, expecting people to hit him and expecting himself to keep going. You know, a lot of people can break that tackle, but then they fall down because, you know, they don't really expect to get through. He expected to run right through that, and he did a great job.
Yeah, no doubt at all. Plenty of great plays last night, and now the Monarchs, after last night's win, have a Saturday to sit back and relax and get ready for Georgia Southern.
And here comes Colton Joseph, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion, Colton Joseph. Play action pass, Joseph over the middle, pass, caught, touchdown, Old Dominion. Ja'Cory Thomas gets the scoring started here on Thursday night.
Thanks for staying with us here on the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. And Coach Rahne, we just learned about your flight experience back in August on the F-18. I guess, you know, to start, what was that experience like? Holy cow, most of us don't get a chance to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was in August, which I always have to correct people because of the government shutdown. I don't want people to think anything crazy was happening. But no, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And you know, Commander Peveril was actually at the game last night.
Yeah.
Got to introduce him to my mom, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And he, obviously a tremendous pilot and a great person. And that's one of the cool things, you know. I mean, it's another guy that now I have a connection with that, you know, this job that I have that can be challenging at times, but has led me to some pretty special experiences, and that certainly was one of them.
What was it like going that fast?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you're going, you don't feel it. And he told me that. He was like, hey, like, we're going to get up to supersonic, we're going to get up to Mach 1, and you're not really going to feel it and until the very end.
Okay.
And so you're going, and he's like, all right, we're 0.98. You don't feel anything. 0.985, 0.992, and then all of a sudden you hit, and you kind of, it's a little bit of a jolt, and you kind of feel a little thing, and then you're just going again. And that was really cool. Where you feel the speed is actually when you're closer to the water.
Sure.
And you're going, and you can really all of a sudden, because you're near things that your brain can comprehend.
Yeah.
Right. And so you're near one of those big cargo ships, and you're like, okay, yeah, we are humming right now. And he was like, yeah, that wasn't even when we were going fast. So that was kind of crazy. Which was really cool.
Well, and that bridges the way to thrilling experiences. I take it you're a roller coaster guy.
I do. I like them. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I get sick on them too, but I don't care. Yeah. I love them. I love roller coasters.
Did you get sick on the plane?
I did not. I mean, like, I felt like I was about to get sick.
Right.
But like, it was everything in me to not get sick.
I kind of put you on the spot there.
No, I did not get sick. No, like, because I mean, we've all seen like Uber fees for getting sick, right? Like,
Yeah.
I imagine that throwing up in a $30 million aircraft is probably a bad deal. Yeah.
So, do you do the roller coasters? Do you like that feeling in your stomach when it's going over the hill? Because I hate that.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I love everything. Like, I love roller coasters. Absolutely love them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, and I like all the different kinds. The ones where your feet are hanging. I love the old wooden ones. I love them all. I don't love going backward.
Yeah.
But I do love the other ones. I mean, my family's big roller coaster people. Yeah.
I grew up near Hershey Park, so I learned very quickly that I wasn't a big fan of roller coasters. So roller coasters are one thing. Have you or would you skydive or bungee jump?
No, on either one of those.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so my mom has been in skydiving.
Really?
Right? Yeah, which I think she did it when she was 70.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. No, my mom's a trooper, and and then like 4 weeks after she did it, somebody passed away skydiving at that spot that she did.
No.
It. Yeah. And so like it's one of those things that's like, I'll be in an airplane. Everyone's like, were you scared when you were in the F-18? I was like,
No, 'cause I was inside.
And also, like, the best pilot in the world.
Yeah,
This guy's literally like one of the top 100 pilots in the world.
Right.
Like, I'm okay.
Right.
Like, this is not a big deal. The only thing that could screw it up was me touching something I wasn't supposed to touch.
Hands off.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So I mean, no, but no, I have no. I got some of my buddies from high school like run a skydiving thing.
Okay.
And I think about them.
Yeah?
Yeah, no way, man. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Like I know them, and they're the ones packing the chutes and whatnot. No way. No way.
You know, a dog skydived before your game last night.
Yeah. I mean, awesome. Yeah. Good for him. But again, those are pros. They're packing their own chutes. They trust it. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even. Like, I can barely fold my own shirts. I can't. Like, what am I going to do with a parachute?
With a parachute, they have to pull the rope on. No, absolutely. Yeah. So you'll stick to flying Mach 1 in a plane and just staying inside.
Yeah, like I tell people a lot, I'm good at like very few. Like I'm good at a few things. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna probably stick to those. Yeah.
Well, you coached a good game last night. You guys get that big win, go to 7-3. Coach Rahne, thanks a lot for being with us. You guys are back in action at Georgia Southern next Saturday. They'll enjoy a day off coming up tomorrow.
Colton Joseph keeps it this time. Joseph down the middle. 10-5. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Oh, when you got one running back cooking with gas, if you fake it to them, they're going to buy it, and you're going to stroll in for 6.
We have hit the final 3 weeks of the regular season, and the division race is heating up in both sides of the Sun Belt. Let's take a look at what's going on around the conference here tomorrow. Division races going down to the wire in Sun Belt action, and we start in the East, where James Madison looking to stay perfect in league play as the Dukes welcome App State tomorrow. JMU favored by more than 3 touchdowns and facing a Mountaineers squad that's lost 3 in a row. Nipping at the Dukes' heels, Coastal Carolina, which will visit Georgia Southern tomorrow evening. The Chanticleers just one Sun Belt loss, a 40-point setback to Old Dominion last month. They enter the contest winners of 5 straight. In the West, Southern Miss can take a big step towards locking up the division's top spot with the victory at Texas State. The Golden Eagles have yet to lose a conference game this season and will face a Bobcat squad that is winless in Sun Belt play.
That is your look around the Sun Belt.
That wraps up this edition of the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. After that big win last night, no game tomorrow. The Monarchs back in action next week at Georgia Southern. For Ricky Rahne, I'm Mark Davis. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go Monarchs.
From Cornblow Field at S.B. Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, Old Dominion 33, Troy nothing. Monarchs' first shutout since 2017.